Long-awaited book, Surrender, The Rise, Fall, and Revelation of Kwame Kilpatrick will be released tomorrow. But tonight we do have excerpts from the former mayor's book. He wanted Action News reporter Val Clark to have a draft known as a galley copy, and she is the only local reporter to be given one by the Kilpatrick family. Kwame Kilpatrick will be paroled from prison on Tuesday.
The cover will look very different tomorrow. This one is very plain because it's an advanced copy. Now, I have known Kwame Kilpatrick since he was a teenager, and I'm not surprised. His book is a fascinating page-turner, which he admits is totally his side of the story. In his 250-page book, Kwame Kilpatrick writes about the best of times and the worst of times during his 2 terms in office, and his time in jail and hard time in prison. For the first time, we're hearing details of his personal and professional triumphs and tragedies solely from his point of view. He writes, "As mayor, I made history, did some great things, made some egregious errors. I never got to tell my story without editing, without interruption." Still, don't expect a steamy blow-by-blow of his love affair with friend and confidant Christine Beatty. However, he does detail their multifaceted 20-year relationship, including how and when their affair began and how he allowed it to become his Achilles heel. We crossed the line long before sex, until emotional maturity escaped us. Kilpatrick also tells us the backstory of his life and how it prepared and propelled him, perhaps too soon, into the political arena. Tonight at 11, we'll take you inside the pages of Surrendered, The Rise, Fall, and Revelation of Kwame Malik Kilpatrick. You'll see what he has to say about a host of other people and situations, including Mike Cox and the rumored party, Tamara Green, and of course his wife Carlita, and the city of Detroit itself, which he said became his second wife. He reminds us he was a tireless worker and advocate for Detroit, and writes, "What you think you know about Kwame Kilpatrick is largely inaccurate. I am not a thug, but I am floored and passionate. I made mistakes that deserve to be aired out, but I'll be damned if I deserve to be in a level 4 maximum security prison." He calls his incarceration the worst experience of his entire life, and in graphic detail spells out the strip searches, being chained and padlocked from head to toe and transported like human cargo, being treated, he says, like a mass murderer rather than a politician who's committed a white-collar crime. I've been asked by the family to point out there may be some changes in this for the final version released tomorrow. But in the meantime, we will have additional details tonight at 11. From the newsroom, I'm Val Clark.